Television Network. On this edition of the program, our look will be on the Super Eagles. Their new trainer has had to visit the players across Europe. We will look at effectiveness of Chelsea's visit to the Super Eagles players across in Europe. Beyond that, tennis is heading up. We have the Rotterdam Open where Carlos Alcaraz is already into the semi-finals. The female side is in action as well. Beyond, we'll look at football, especially on the local scene here where Sports Extraordinary here on Atlantic Television Network, and in this edition of the program, I have with me Kingsley Manuel. Nice to have you, Kingsley.
Thank you very much. Very happy to be here this evening.
Okay, next weekend, of course, will be on the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria visiting their star players across Europe. But before we get to the main discourse, let's look at what's happening on the local scene here. First, we start with the National Sports Commission. Shehu Diko, the chairman of the body, has been very busy in the last few weeks. Last weekend, we saw him with the Nigerian Deaf Sports Federation chairman, Alhaji Dambo Suleiman, and his members. It doesn't come too early, too often that we see boss or the henchman in the past used to be minister, dialogue with a federation like the Deaf Sports Federation.
Yeah, definitely. It doesn't actually, come that easy. Of course, when you talk about the Deaf Federation, they're not really that, popular, not really that well.
They're not even in the news.
Not even in the news at all. But I think for me, it's going to be a good one at this point in time because I think this indeed will yield, of course, fruit, for them because Shehu Diko, the chairman of give him the activities, for that to he actually tend to take any bat at this point in time. Courtesy of this consecutive defeat, he has now dropped, when it comes to the arts, ranking to 4th place, while Imhoff, of course, is now 2nd at this point in time. So, for me, it's a dent, on Israel at this point, and he should go back and see how to get himself, back, to reckoning.
First time in 6 years, and of course 12 bouts. We see Israel Adesanya compete without Ultimate Fight Championship belt. That's really, really sad, and it looks like he's declaring further. A lot of people think that because his age, and so he should think of speed of Israel Adesanya has reduced considerably. Some say this has to do with age.
I don't really think age at this point in time for Israel Adesanya. After all, we're still seeing a certain Francis Nkono. Still, time is to focus, is to concentrate. I think there's been a little bit of distraction around him. The other time, I think
when the ovation is loudest, and it looks like the ovation now is going to win so badly, and he has to think of either quitting or improving on his performances. A lot of people talked about speed, and I hope he can get back his speed. We know him, someone who attacks with so much precision and fast. So let's hope he will get back himself. You have to train. I find it difficult to buy the idea that he was ill prepared for these 3 fights where he has lost. And in the French League 1, and in that encounter, Moses Simon was the man where he had to put all his attention with. I understand he went there with his assistant. Well, I'll get to that first. What's the benefit or rationale for this visit to top stars across Europe?
I think for me, it's actually a good one at this point in time. First is to get himself, familiarized with these players even before the World Cup, qualifiers. These are key players he actually visited, talking about Alessi Iwobi, Wilfred Didi, and as well get himself familiarized, talk to the players, tend to know 1 or 2 things, about them. That to even help him whenever they come back, they get down to the. So coming down to the camp, I think after this visit will help that, smooth, flow of, communication and get to understand themselves, very well. So for me, I think it's a good one from Eric Chell. I would just hope that this visit, of course, will help the players to be highly motivated, knowing that the coach actually need them to do the job, which is, of course, to help, qualify for the World Cup, which is actually, and just go there just to visit sake. They've seen these players, they've kept themselves familiarized. So for me, one is logistics. Another thing is the fact that some of these home-based coaches are engaged with their different home-based teams. Fidelis is engaged with Rangers, while Ogumodede is also engaged with Remo Stars as well. So I think this could be the reason why he actually went down there with his assistants.
Well, like you mentioned there, it would have been nice if we had the technical director of the Nigerian Football Federation who had coached the team in interim capacity, talking about Austin Eguavon, then it would have been better. But well, I'm sure, like I said, the world is such a global community where with the people of the phone, you can get whatever information you want across as well. Match is here, if you ask me. In just about 3 weeks or so, we might just be getting to match. And his first assignment across will be against Rwanda. You see him achieving this one with some little bit of ease?
Ease?
A Mavi of Mavabi